Alright guys, well, I'm finishing up another install here, and I thought I'd show you guys a little trick, something new I tried on this one. So our inspector up here in Florida has started to have a problem with 2x4s here in the pan, and so I kind of looked up the code trying to see what he was referencing, and it's a little vague, but the code is very clear. It states that the supports inside of the pan must be water resistant and approved. Of course, pressure treated wood is water resistant, but I guess he's saying it's not approved. So what I did is I put this, usually we put 2x4s spanning these supports here. We usually put 2x4s under the pan, and then we just have our blocks inside the pan crossing those. So I decided, let's put unistrut here inside the pan, spanning these, and then cross them with 2x4s. So hopefully that will comply with the code, that the 2x4s are not inside of the pan. So hopefully that'll work. Got a nice new ductboard plenum here, and a nice super low static in the supply. Straightened out all these lines. It's a nice 4-foot plenum, and redid the return. This is a little 8-inch return, and then I've got a 14 actually coming out the bottom. That one was on the old unit into the side, and it was super pinched off right here, so all I could do was kind of take it out of the bottom. Got my float switch, and I've started using this Armaflex adhesive. I really like this stuff. Got my float switch here. And I started doing this too. This is the TXV bulb, and whenever it's in a hot attic, you really have to insulate it well, or else A, it sweats, B, it doesn't sense the temperature very well. So this is 2 layers of Armaflex glued together, and these tie bands were just helping the glue set up. So, and I also run my Armaflex, I run it right inside the unit because it always seems to sweat right here. So I like doing that. I think it looks, looks pretty good and well insulated. It'll last a long time. So you can see here my line, got a nice support here, really tight and rigid. You can see my lines loop up and go back down. So we looped them up higher than the coil to help trap that refrigerant in the coil during the off cycle. So got all my little air leaks sealed up. Running great static. This is actually a RH1B, so this is a true variable speed. Alright, well that pretty much wraps up my attic install. Alright guys, and here's my outdoor unit. I just turned it off so you guys can hear me talk. It's a little bit louder than some of the other reams. This is a RP15 heat pump 2-ton condenser, but it's got a 3-blade 1075 motor, so it's a little bit louder. It's not awful loud or nothing. Here she is in all her glory. So I wanted to show you guys a little trick I learned. So this panel here that has the Ruud badge on it was actually on this side of the condenser. So what you can do is, if you have to turn them, those 2 panels are interchangeable. One screw, panel comes off, and you pick it up and you slide it out, and you just move them around, and that way your nice logo's on the front. Nice feature of these units. And got my dryer in there. To answer your question, why I wrapped it like that, just basically to shield it from the sun beating on it. When the unit cycles off and the sun beats on it, it could heat the dryer up, and it can actually release the moisture back into the system. And then when it runs again, it'll absorb it, but it's constantly releasing it, absorbing it, releasing it, absorbing it. So maybe that'll help a little bit just to shield it from the sun. I did this old train unit here too, same way. So just a little tech tip, that's why I usually don't install dryers in hot attics. The hotter it gets, you can actually make it release the moisture. So that's why I wrapped it like that. So the install came out pretty good, I think. And hopefully those are the two questions anyone would have for it there. I'll start it up. Start her up. So of course I put a new disconnect, because that's what the old one was. I mean, she's not too loud, but alright, that'll do it.